Student pregnancy, bullying, and teenage suicide. I sleep. Students giving out N-word passes. Woke. No, but what's up, guys? The last video title turned out to be pretty ironic due to the fact that I've been gone for a week. To sum it all up, basically, I just haven't been feeling the best recently because, you know, believe it or not, I'm a person. Surprisingly enough, believe it or not, I'm actually not a bird, and this is just a YouTube drawing profile picture. I'm just a kid holding a microphone in the dark, which is honestly pretty sad. Seriously, where are my friends? No, but I wasn't feeling too good recently, so I decided to take a little bit of a break for my own health. But anyways, we're back, and today we're talking about some supreme stupidity that I found recently of some students being caught handing out N-word passes at high school. By the way, for those who still don't know for some reason, I'm black. But honestly, I still expect to be called a white racist cheesecake inside of the comments section. Today we are talking about this news story because honestly, it just seems extremely funny, especially in the midst of so many terrible things going on inside of the world. Like seriously, dude, people are dying every single day, okay? Even at school, people are getting shot at school, okay? And we're sitting here focusing on a goddamn piece of paper with the N-word written on it. Not the N-word, but literally the N-word. Because honestly, at this point, this is what the news has turned to.
One of the best schools in the country is right here in Maryland, but now Winston Churchill High School in Montgomery County is dealing with a racist incident. Students were caught handing out passes that were printed out. They look like this, supposedly giving them permission to use the N-word.
Okay, so honestly, only in America can this really be considered some sort of problem. Like, there was actually somebody who thought that this was news. Imagine being the 72-year-old man inside of the back office who thought to themselves, you know, there's a serial stabbing last night and 17 people are actually dead, but you know what's more important? Yeah, I heard some upperclassmen over at the local high school are actually passing out N-word passes. This is not okay. This honestly just goes to show how woke the news is, okay? This is a real problem, everybody, okay? Stop racism, not only online, but in our schools. The toxicity is spreading. Stop it.
N-word.
Kevin Lewis from our sister station WJLA spoke with one of the teens involved with this and the mothers of two involved students. They say they believe the school is overreacting to what they claim was supposed to be a joke.
Okay, so I personally get a really strong feeling that somebody's going to find a way to take this the wrong way, but I mean, it's really just not a big deal. Was this really that slow of a news day? I swear to God, out of anything that they could have brought onto the news, onto national television for them to talk about, they talked about a goddamn high school incident of somebody passing out paper. Yeah, I know, some people are going to be genuinely offended by this. Some people are going to take it way too seriously because honestly, it was a joke. Yeah, there are some dumb teenagers out there who thought it would be funny to make N-word passes for school. But is this really that damn serious? Yeah, man, to hell with all the school shootings going around lately. Let's talk about a piece of paper with the N-word written on it. These kids are delinquents, okay? They deserve to be beaten with a goddamn sledgehammer, okay? How could you do this? You wrote the N-word on a piece of paper. Safe to say, I'm pretty offended.
Winston Churchill High School in Montgomery County is dealing with a racist incident.
This is the face of modern day racism. Your family is no longer safe. This sheet of paper is not just any sheet of paper, okay? It is out to get you.
It's a joke that went maybe a tiny bit too far at the most, but the school blew it out of proportion.
Dude, they're interviewing people over a piece of paper. What type of soft-ass town is this? Okay, forget bullying, forget mass murder, forget any sort of problems out inside of the real world, okay? Think about the piece of paper that hurt everybody's feelings. No, but I can see how some people can find this offensive, definitely. Like, I'm not trying to tell people to walk around here and just start calling people the N-word. That's definitely really offensive to a lot of people. But what I am saying is that this entire debacle here should not be a news segment. And can you please get this out of my recommended YouTube? Jesus Christ. I made this video to basically just fight YouTube in a way because this has been stuck inside of my recommended for the last 2 weeks. I just don't care anymore. I don't care that a bunch of high schoolers are passing out N-word passes. Next week on Channel 7, a baby threw up. Babies are now banned in the state of Colorado.
Gavin Norman is a sophomore at Winston Churchill High School in Potomac. On Friday, two of his close friends printed around 15 copies of this meme from the internet and handed them out to students during lunch.
Snitch alert. Can I get a snitch alert? Snitch?
The meme, modeled after a Willy Wonka golden ticket, says N-word pass. The idea being pass holders could use the racist term without repercussions.
2019, dude. The year is 2019, and this is actual news. News up at 5 p.m. My grandma got run over by a goddamn reindeer, followed by, oh my god, I saw my mommy kissing Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. Like, once again, I understand the complete outrage caused by this incident. It is very upsetting. But the fact that this is on the news is just about as serious as a news broadcast titled, "Terrible YouTuber hits 1 million subs." Yo! There are just way more serious things going on inside of the world. Like, for example, PewDiePie just got passed by T-Series, dude. This is real news.
It should have been like maybe 1 day suspension at the most, just like protocol for schools. but it ended up being a lot more than that.
Okay, so back in school, dude, kids would get bullied, all this terrible stuff would be going on, right? And the schools would do literally nothing at all to stop it. You know, maybe the bullies would get like a day of in-school suspension or something, but nothing really major would ever happen. But now, this is what kids are getting penalized for. This makes no sense.
Administrators have disciplined at least 3 students. In an email to parents, Churchill's principal said she was, quote, deeply disappointed and appalled by what she called a racist, hateful act.
Student pregnancy, bullying, and teenage suicide. I sleep. Students giving out N-word passes. Woke. This is real world news right here. I am deeply offended, and this is very disgusting. No, but is the world just now finding out about memes? Like, seriously, have they never once heard of the internet? Like, ever? How is this racist at all? They didn't even say anything demeaning. I don't want to sound like I'm standing up for, like, you know, the worst thing inside of the world here, because once again, somebody's going to be angry. It's just how the internet works, okay? But welcome to the internet, and welcome to high school. You must be new around here, special snowflake. You've never heard of people being mean or making offensive jokes? Wow, buddy. Not everything is meant to be genuinely offensive or meant to actually hurt people. I doubt that any of these kids were thinking to themselves that they're being racist. However, though, everybody just wants to be offended nowadays, dude. Everything is off limits entirely.
Your principal called this racist conduct. Do you agree with that classification?
I do not agree.
Why is that?
No one was trying to offend anyone. No one was saying the actual word.
So these kids weren't even using the actual word. The word wasn't even on the piece of paper itself. And they were just playing around, playfully giving around N-word passes. You know, from the perspective of the school, I guess I could see them getting like maybe like a day of suspension or something for teaching them a lesson, I guess. I don't know, dude. But the extra days and all the news coverage and all this stuff is just so excessive, genuinely. Like inside of the comment section of the original video, everybody was just laughing and joking, dude. Like, it's so hard to take seriously. They're really losing sleep over a goddamn high school joke. Like, in what world is this actually that deep? How is anybody actually affected by this? Nobody was called any slurs, apparently. But as you can tell, at this high school, jokes and fun are prohibited. Honestly, it's pretty safe to say that this school is actually very uncultured. But actually, you know what's not uncultured? My Discord server. Go ahead and join that. It's pretty great. I might even be on VC after the video's over. Go over there and tell me how I should end my life.
It's childish.
Sophomore Philip Chillicom gave the incident a 7.5 on the offensive scale.
On the offensive scale? What, are you a kindergartner? How is anybody this upset and emotional over this, dude? It's really not that deep at all. I bet you that this is the guy who told. He's telling everything too, dude. He's giving out names, home phones. He's calling everybody's mothers for no reason. Like, goddamn, Melvin, take a chill pill.
You know, it's something that I've been thinking about lately, and it's just been stuck in my mind. It's kind of like, you know, it's disappointing.
That was Kevin Lewis reporting. The high school has a PTSA meeting on the 19th of February, planning now to focus solely on training about race and tolerance.
Firstly, I'm sorry if you was offended by any of that. I wasn't there inside of the high school. I don't know what went on. I don't know if he was called any names, but if he was, my heart goes out to that guy. Even while joking around, nobody deserves to be called out for their race, okay? Nobody can change how they look. All that I'm saying inside of this video personally is that I don't think that it's that big of a deal that kids were making around to like joke N-word passes. Is it worth a school board meeting? No, probably not. Is it worth an entire news broadcast? Definitely not, no. I just don't think that any of this was really that serious, okay? And yeah, that's basically how the video ended. It just kind of ended very abruptly, actually. No signing off or anything. I kind of expected a kiss goodnight, maybe a goodbye, you know, something pretty sweet and soft, but I didn't catch any of that. I guess I just got completely curved, but anyways, right? It has been an entire week since I've uploaded, okay? And I'm usually a daily uploading sort of channel, okay? So it's probably like very irregular to see me miss a day of uploading. And if you're not inside my Discord server, you're not active there, and if you don't follow me on like Instagram or anything, you probably thought to yourself, maybe this guy's dead. And while I wholeheartedly kind of do wish that I was dead, no, I'm here, I'm alive and well, I'm kicking, okay? I'm still breathing. And while, you know, I kind of wish that I wasn't breathing, I am still here and I am still, you know, living, having a great life or whatever, I guess you could say. But anyways, no, I haven't been doing too well recently. I've just been really tired, honestly. I've just been really just not feeling too great. I haven't been too much of a happy camper recently. On a real note, I felt pretty down about like a really long string of things. I don't really want to get into all of it on a YouTube video and make it sound like I'm guilt tripping or anything, but I mean, yeah, haven't been doing too well, but I mean, hey, we're back, okay, and that's all that really matters. It's just that after the long string of daily uploading for what I think was like a month and a few weeks, it just kind of got really like how do I say it, really problematic for me, I guess you could say. I stopped talking to some of my closest friends as much due to the fact that I was just working just about all the time, and I would get little to no rest, and I guess you could say that after a while I just became pretty depressed. I mean, I wasn't like in some Kurt Cobain sort of feels or anything. I didn't want to like blow my brains out. I just kind of wasn't doing too well, and I just wanted to take a little bit of a break for myself and for my happiness, and just to be able to talk to some friends for a bit and just, you know, kind of take it easy, I guess. Being a YouTuber has always been like a long life dream of mine, and since, you know, I'm finally doing it full time and I'm doing it so often, I guess it's kind of like stressful. And being a YouTuber definitely isn't the hardest job out there, okay? I definitely don't think that I like have the right to say that I work extremely hard or anything like that. I make YouTube videos, come on. But when you become a YouTuber, you start obsessing over so many small little things inside of your content and inside of your analytics, and all these small little details that shouldn't bother you that much to start to really become like a massive deal, and you find yourself being hella stressed out literally like 24/7. So, you know, I guess that a lot of the time we end up needing breaks, but I mean, hey, I'm back. Sorry for the week break. Tomorrow is April Fool's, so I definitely do have a video planned. You guys should end up seeing that tomorrow. This video is probably gonna get demonetized and nobody in the world is going to see it, so hi to the 5 people watching this video. If you are one of those 5 people who made it to the very end, be sure to comment congratulations, Scrubby, because my best friend Scrubby just hit 1 million subs on his channel. Like 1 million entire subscribers, dude. That's actually insane, okay? Like, we have 500k. We're only a few thousand away from 600k at this point, so we're gonna hit that very soon, but it's like 1 million, dude. Scrubby and I have been best friends since the very beginning on both of our channels, since we both only had like a few hundred subscribers overall, so I mean, hey, he's a really great guy and like a brother to me. But yeah, I'd appreciate it if you guys could give him a little bit of support. And overall, thanks for making it to the very end of the video. Hope that you guys have an amazing day, an amazing night, whatever time of day it is, and don't ever stare directly into the sun. I'll see you guys later.
I wanna miss that bus so I can step in front of it. Get so pissed about my thoughts and try my best to smother it. Fall asleep inside my car while the engine running shit. I just wanna crawl far away from where the monsters live.